What is up, guys? Tweed here. Today I'm going to be showing you this gatehouse design and how you can make it anti-grubbable, which means if a grub kills you or anyone kills you inside the gatehouse, they can physically not loot your body. But before we get into that, we need to cover the basics, and we need to go over what an item can actually pass through that the hopper can actually see. So as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff laid out here. You can place a hopper through a square hatch frame here, and when we build it, I'll show you how you can do that. That's kind of what this whole idea here is off of. But I'll shut the hatch. As you can see, the item gets picked up from the hopper, and it does go into the barrel here. You can use boxes too. I just use barrels. It just makes it a little bit easier. As you can see, it gets picked up through the vending machine here as well, and into the barrel. Sometimes going through the window here can be a pain. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on where you put it. See, it has to be right in between the opening here for it to actually see the item. This one, as you can see, it does not work like that. But what I did find out is if you do it like this, it actually does work. And you can actually use this for another idea for a gatehouse, but it just makes it a little bit more finicky. Because if you put a door here to get up and down, then it just becomes a pain in the butt, because then you have to have your gatehouse too high and most people can just jump over the wall. So if you do want it to pass through the window for a gatehouse or something like that, or even for the shooting floor, you can do it like this. As you can see here, it does not pass through the strengthened one or the high quality reinforced one. It does pass through the window bars though, and it does work the same for the wooden ones. I just have the metal one here because it's exactly the same. As you can see, it does not pass through the door here. Does not pass through this door. Now sometimes you can pass it through here. Obviously it's not going to work with a table. But if you do it with this, it can work. It's a little finicky. You basically have to drop it right in front of the opening for it to work though, but it does work, as you can see here. Same thing with the double door. Make sure you the item dropped in front of the hatch here, or the opening, and it does work. Anywhere else, and most of the time, it does not pick it up. Garage door, as you see, does not pick it up. Same thing with a shop front, it does not pick it up. Even if you put a half floor, it does not pass through this window here. The frontier stuff, as you can see, does not pass over there. If I throw it over here, so it does not pass through. If you do put a half floor though, obviously it's gonna, because it's over this little part here. So as you can see, it passes through, no problem. Wait for that to come in. This one, as you can see, same thing. It doesn't pick up, but if you put the half floor, sorry, it will pick it up, just like that. Wait for that to come through. Let me just get rid of that. It passes through the chain link, and it will pass through the door as well. I'll show you that. So as you can see, it does not pass through right there. Maybe it will pass through over here. Nope. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it passes through, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on where the item actually lands in here. These are my favorite ones here, and there's something cool that you can do with this. Don't know why that didn't pick up. There you go. So it does pick up, and what is cool about this too is you can actually use this. Let me stop flying here. And as you can see, you can place bare rugs, or not bare rugs. Sorry. You can put regular rugs on here. You could technically, I think you could put bare rugs on there, but it kind of defeats the whole purpose of it. I don't know why I just do that, but that's right. But as you can see, if I throw this here, I just had it working before. I might have the barrel too far back, but it does pick it up through here. Let me just, there you go. As you see, it does pick it up through there. I think it's had the barrel too far back. For those of you wondering how far it can actually pick the item up, it's about 1 square, so that's probably why. So if you do this, you probably have to put the barrel closer to the door, the hopper, sorry. And there you go. That's basically all the stuff here. So passes through this. It can pass through here. Passes through both of these. This one's a little bit trickier. Passes over both these. Just have to have the half floor. Did not pass through a shop front. Did not for a garage door. For the armored doors to the hatch, basically the item had to land in front of the hatch. The sheet metal doors, it does not. The window bars, it does. The high qual window and the glass window, it does not. And the two embrasures, it does. The horizontal one, just make sure you have to have the half floor there, and it does. Passes through a vending machine, and like I said earlier, it does for the square ladder hatch. It did not work for the triangle one though. You physically can't put the hopper on there, so. But that's all the stuff it can pass through, and like I said earlier, it passes. It can pick up an item about 1 square away, give or take. So now that we know what the stuff can pass through, I got 2 different ideas here for a gatehouse. One is the 2 barricade steel, and the other one is the 1 barricade steel. So as you can see, you just come through here, and you just jump in here, obviously. Obviously this would be closed, and then you can just go like that. It'll pick your items up. I have this set to an auto sorter, so if I go like this, let's say I came in here and you just threw your backpack on the ground, it picks it up, and as you can see, it's putting all the gunpowder in here almost instantly. You can see how fast that is right there. Pretty fast there. So I'll actually open that up again, and I'll show you on how fast that actually takes the items out. Go like this. So I just put 3,000 gunpowder in there, and it basically takes it out instantly. So the way that it does that is you basically have to have this hopper feed it into this adapter, into this adapter, into this adapter, and into this adapter. And then from here, it goes into the super sucker, so it pulls the items out even faster. And for it to pull the items out this fast, you basically have to have this system here. So if you have, let's say, a box anywhere in your base, and you have a hopper on it, basically a grub could loot that, but the way that I had this set up, they cannot, because obviously you got the hatch here. But if this barrel was in the opening of anywhere inside your base, and someone can actually loot it like this, they can actually just grab the item out. But with how fast the system is, it's almost impossible. I mean, technically you could do it if it was like a stacked item, but it pulls it pretty fast, so I haven't had an issue with that. And then for the single barricade steel, it's basically the same thing. I just push the turret back one. Oops. It's basically the same thing, like I said. You just come through here, got your patricos and stuff like that. The only difference is this one, they can't just jackhammer or soft side the floor for the turret, and as you can see, this one they can, because this right here leaves those sides. So that is the only difference. Like I said, this one's a 2 barricade steel, and this one is a 1. Without further ado, I'll demonstrate on how it works for if someone killed you inside here, what I mean that they can't loot your body, and then I'll show you guys how to build them. Alright, we're gonna demonstrate this here quick. I'm gonna have Sins here be this the guy inside the base, like he's gonna be leaving, and we got Mr. Grub here, Snee here. So I'm gonna tell them guys to go, and they'll show you what I mean here. Alright, you guys are good. So he's coming out. As you can see, Snee killed him, but Snee can't loot him here because the hopper instantly picks it up here. So that's what I mean by a grub cannot loot your body. It gets instantly picked up. Alright, I'm going to show you guys on how to do the 2 barricade steel gatehouse first, and then I will show you on how you can do the 1 barricade steel. So we need to have this general shape here. We don't need these here. We just need this shape here. Add 3 half walls like this. A frame here. Get your ladder hatch and put your ladder hatch in here. We will put our barrel in there in just a moment. Add 2 half walls here. A window here and here. A door. It doesn't matter which way you have this door facing, by the way. Put a door here. Steal it off. And we are going to add our vertical peak right here, just like this. And same thing on this side. Just like that. And this is where our chain link will go. So we can go ahead and put the chain link in here. Now, if you guys want to, technically you could put the turret here. And then just add these floors here. But just for the sake of the video and how I had it, I'm going to put it in the same spot that it was. Give it that. Put the chain link in. Like I said, the turrets will go up there. I'm not gonna put all the deployables in here because it just makes it a pain in the butt. Open the ladder hatch, and I like to use the barrel and make it a little bit easier, and I'll move out a little bit faster. Place the barrel. We need to get a hopper and the storage adapters. We can place the hopper here, and we can shut that. Technically, if you guys want to, also, oops, that was not what I was trying to do. You could technically move this back a little bit, and you could get a low wall in here. So just move this back as far as you can. You probably even get a little bit farther back. And then you could put a low wall here, like I said. The only reason that I don't have it in here is when you try to pipe this up, it gets a pain in the butt. I'll show you what I mean. Let me get the piping tool. And let's just say that you had this here, right? So you're going to need to go from the output here into the top one, and you just basically just daisy chain them. As you can see, it is kind of a pain in the butt to reach these here. Oops. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It all depends on, you know, exactly where you have your barrel, but you could technically just do it like that. And then I'm just gonna quickly pipe this over here, and I'll show you on how you can hook this up to your super sucker and into your buffer boxes for your auto sorter. So you go from the hopper and you just daisy chain it into all of the storage adapters. From the last storage adapter, you put it into a splitter, and then the amount of splitters that you need here depends on how many conveyors that you have for your super sucker. I have 9. It seemed to work pretty well there. You guys saw in the beginning of the video, it takes the items out almost instantly. If you want it even faster, you could go 12 or 15 or 18 of these, or however many you want, but 9 seems to work fine. And then you just need to connect these pipes into each one of these. I'll just go ahead and do that real quickly here, as you can see. Oops, just like this. And then from the output of these, we need to go into a combiner, just like this. Same thing on the other 2 levels here. I'm not gonna do anything crazy here. And then from each one of these, we gotta combine it into here again. And then from the output here, it goes into your input of your buffer box. And obviously, your buffer box is not gonna go straight into your storage adapter, because chances are you're probably gonna have your furnace system coming back into here, your auto crafter and stuff like that. So it's gonna go into another combiner and then into your buffer boxes here. And then the way that you wire it is super simple. For this here, this is 9 power, and then since I got the hopper there, I believe that takes 1 power if I remember correctly. Let me just double check that. Let me find the hopper. Nope, I lied. The hopper uses 8 power. So it will be 17 power altogether for this system. So once you have all the 9 here, you just take the other 8 power and you just daisy chain it all the way back to here. My wiring's not going to be anything fancy. It gets hooked up. And then the way that you can confirm that it's on, you'll see this little green light right here, and it would be on. So that is how you hook up the 2 barricade one here. Obviously, you need to put your walls down. I'll show you how you can do that. The easiest way to do it is obviously build all your stuff on a compass line. So mine just on an east line. So just come over here, place 1 barricade, or not a barricade, sorry, 1 wall there, and 1 wall here. And you just come over here, place 1 barricade there, and 1 barricade there, just like that. And that is the 2 barricade steel version. And now for the 1 barricade version, this front part is going to be exactly the same for the most part. I'm not going to add the barrel in here, because then just watch how I just did that. You got your window, your door, then you have your window here. And the only difference is you put the wall back here, like this. Oops. Put a door there. Now, there's 2 different ways that you can do this now. Make sure we add these in here. So technically, you could do it like this, and just have your turret in the center here. But the reason that I don't do that is because if they break this door, they can just get rid of the turret. That's kind of one of the downsides here. If you have the turrets here, they can just break this door and then they can just, you can raid your turret out. But if you have your turret down here, it's a little bit harder. But like I said, you could do it like this and have your turret up there. Or the way that I did it is I just did it like this. Oops. I'm just gonna put this in metal. And then you can just have it like this. Again, it doesn't really matter exactly which way that you do it for your turrets, but that's just how I did it. Again, we need a wall and a barricade. And this one is a little bit trickier to do. You have to place it directly in between here. And there's going to be a tiny, tiny, tiny little gap here. As you can see, it's not connected straight to this wall here. But the gap is so small that no one's really going to be able to do anything with that. And then same thing here. Get it as close as you possibly can. Place that. And then you will put your barricade here. Now, the only downside to this design is technically someone could just hide back here. But depending on how you do your compound, if you have a turret to cover that, that should not be an issue. But that is the one barricade steel. Now, if you guys do have a different idea on how you can use, like this window, for example, I like this design a lot more. It just, like I said, it's a little bit harder to do it in this design because this has to be up another half floor. But this is the concept I wanted to show you guys and something cool. And I haven't saw a video on YouTube yet, so forget to put it out there, see what you guys can do with it. Make sure you guys join my Discord if you guys do use this design, or if you come up with something a little bit different, or if you have a way to improve on it. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, hope you guys didn't like that. My next video I do plan on doing is going to be using the new planners, and I plan on making a new farm design. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Like I said before, join my Discord so you guys know when I post. And like I said, I'll see you guys in the next one.